Hello, friends, and thank you so much for tuning into Glam Life. My name is Kristen, and since we've been on this I've been on this excitement for main attraction, I thought I would just do another look at one of my favorite styles. This is Broadway by Main Attraction, and this is in the color Latte. And I have just recently done a review on Heartthrob and how I have rediscovered it and really, really, really love it. So I just wanted to show you again Broadway. So I've had this one for several months, and I think it's kind of at that point where I've shook it out enough and fluffed it out enough that it's kind of made its own shape. And I just wanted to show that, the latte color is beautiful. I absolutely love latte. I think it's one of the favorites. Sorry, this hair is just getting all over me. It's in my face. Trying to get the bangs. There we go. I have really grown to love it more and more. So this is one of those styles where right out of the box I was disappointed because, as many of you know, this is like when you first get it, it looks a lot like the manufacturer's photos, and it really kind of looks flat. But then as you wear it and as you work your hands through it and as you let it make its own shape, it really becomes a gorgeous, voluminous style that's vintage of the 70s and 80s era. And this is the kind of hair that I always wanted. My own bio hair is very flat. It doesn't curl like this. It doesn't have the volume. And so this is just such a great style. It's budget friendly, and it's great for those of us that love curls, love volume, and want that extra boost of curls. So I really like it. I mean, it's taken some getting used to. At first I was really disappointed, so I wore it for a while, and then I kind of let it sit. But I really think that it's gotten its shape, and it's one of those styles where you just really have to work through it. If you watch my sister's reviews, Dazzle and Dawn Stamper, she has several reviews on this style, and she mentioned how you just really have to work through, the top of it to really get those curls separated and just really help to get the volume that you're wanting on top. And again, I was inspired. I was watching several of her videos and just watching how she gets that volume on these Broadway styles, and I love it because that's the kind of style that she has always had and loved, and it's a style that I have always wanted. And my bio hair, even back when I was much younger than this, was always really flat. With a round brush, you could blow it out and get a little bit of volume, but nothing like this. And this is the kind of hair that I always wanted too. So I knew that there was a way to get this style. She uses the John Renault Peace Out Cream, and I'm really intrigued to buy that. So I'm going to go on Amazon and try to find it, because I think it'll help, especially with these bangs. These bangs are just too long for my forehead, and so I just have to sweep them off to the side, or the way that I love to style a lot of things is with a headband. And I just had one here, and I think that's how I'm going to wear it today, and then somehow it's disappeared on me. I'm trying to find what I did with it. I have a lot of those square bands, and I guess somehow it's ran away from, oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. Couldn't be any closer, but I love these. I love these square bands. They're awesome. They work really well for holding the bangs back, but I do want to look into some of that Peace Out cream, because I think that'll really help me on a lot of these styles where I need to get the bangs to basically move away from the face. But I love Latte. This is the same shade as the Heartthrob Latte that I reviewed the other day, and it's a perfect blend. It's a perfect medium brown. It has the perfect tones in it. So you've got the perfect brown. It's a gorgeous brunette color, and then you've got those caramel gold blonde highlights in it. And so it's just really, really, really nice. I think that if you're looking for a brunette that's not too dark, not too light, this is the perfect medium, because it's not really dark like Praline's super dark. It's not dark like that. And it's not a light brown either. So it's not light brown like toffee. It's just that perfect. It really reminds me of my own bio hair. My own bio hair is very similar to this color. So it's kind of like my own color with some caramel gold blonde highlights mixed in. And so this is the back of Latte, and I've just really been working with it. I've been trying to get it to really curl, curl up for me. And so if you have Broadway and you're disappointed in it because it just doesn't look like many YouTubers that you've seen, it just takes work. So if you want this kind of volume, just start working your hands in it and you can really get that kind of volume. And that's what I've discovered. You just have to really separate, as my sister Dawn says, you have to really separate the permatease, separate the curls, separate those hair fibers so that they become their own. And then as it's exposed to the weather, it makes its own shape. So it's really neat how these styles do that. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I think this is a gorgeous style. Again, this is like a rediscovered love. I've been loving my Jessica by John Renaud. It's very similar to this. I've featured it in other videos, but this is my Jessica by John Renaud. And it's very similar. It's got all those beautiful curls in it. It can be, I think it could easily pass as a dupe for Broadway because you can really flip it upside down and get all kinds of volume in it. And I've actually ordered another Jessica because I'm trying to find this shade, and my sister's trying to find this shade too. And she was asking me and I wasn't sure. So last night I went online and I was looking at all the different colors, and there's an 8RH14 and then there's a 10RH16. The 10RH16 is almondine, and I'm ordering that one to see because it's considered a medium brown with I think gold blonde highlights or something like that. So I'm hoping that maybe it's going to be close to main attraction Latte, which I think would be really awesome because I'm thinking it's either got to be the 10RH16 or the 8RH14. 8RH14 is called Hot Cocoa, and it looks kind of similar too. So I'm just not entirely sure which one it's going to be, but I hope that we can find, because this is definitely a good passable dupe, and for about the same price range. If you get this on a 30% off discount, you can get it for about $90 to $100, just like the Broadway style. And so again, I don't know if it's going to be discontinued, but in case Broadway ever gets discontinued, and those of us that love it, this is a good backup. And of course, then there's also the Henry Margaux Felicia that you can look to. So, at least we have some options, which is good, because I know when you find a style that you love and it works for you, it's so stressful to, wonder if it's going to be discontinued or if you're going to be able to find it when you need to get a new one, and one's kind of, ran its course per se. So this one's really nice. I love the curls on this one. I've featured it several times, raved about it. You can really bump up the volume on this too. You just work through the curls and you can really get some volume. I've gotten some massive amounts of volume, and depending on which one you're looking at, it seems like some of them, depending on, I guess, the hair fibers, are more voluminous than others, because I've had some of these, like this one's voluminous, but I've had some that are even more so than this. Like, wowza. So it kind of, I think, depends on the color or the style, things like that. But this is great for getting volume as well. So it's really exciting to have that rediscovered love for Broadway again, and I'm really loving it. I'm one of those people, though, that I have to have the volume like this or I'm not happy with it. It has to be volume. There has to be a lot of curls. It has to be doing something for me to enjoy this look. And I think with just a little time and patience, we can all achieve the look we're looking for. And of course, if you don't want this much volume, then you would just leave it toned down the way that it comes when it arrives out of the box. But for me, I was a little disappointed until I figured out how you get that volume, because, when you see people like me wearing it or my sister wearing it, it's got all this volume, you're going, okay, how does this, you're expecting, I guess a lot of us expect that right out of the box. You're expecting it to look just like that. And that's where the disappointment can set in when you're not seeing the extra curls and volume. So I really like it. It's gorgeous. It's just something you really have to work with to kind of get the curls and the volume that you're wanting. But it is achievable. And then one way I like to wear it is just to pull it back with a headband and just kind of pull those bangs off my face as much as possible. Just like that. And then everything kind of stays back and you can just kind of sweep those off to the side, but then you can still get a lot of volume here that's held back with the headband. So I think that's a fun way to style it as well. But it's a fun style, a lot of curls, a lot of bounce. I love how bouncy it is. I think I'm just gonna wear it as it is. It just seems like the way to go, you know what I mean? But it's such a fun, flirty, bouncy style if you love volume, and I love volume. I'm all about volume. This is the kind of hair I've always dreamed of. I've always wanted a hair that has a lot of bounce and a lot of movement and can have fun with it. So I really like this. I just wanted to give it some love and show you how beautiful the style can be with some tender loving care and attention. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. And if you like these videos, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below if you're not already a member of this channel. I'd love for you to subscribe, as I do post weekly wig reviews. And also in the description box down below, there are several links that you might be interested to check out. I have links to both of my sisters' alternative hair channels. And then I also have links to my eBay store where I do have wigs for sale, as well as links to my Facebook page for periodic updates. And then there's also links to my other channel, which is called Full Face and Fabulous. And that is my makeup channel where I post weekly makeup chat. So I hope that everybody's having a wonderful day, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye.